and welcome to Springdale Today. I'm your host, Mary Jordan. Springdale Today is being filmed on location today at Springdale High School, where we're chatting with Charleen and Carolinda Hudson, who are both basketball players here at Springdale High School, as well as head girls basketball coach Heather Hunsucker. Now, Charleen and Carolinda are Don Tyson School of Innovation students, but they compete on the court for Springdale High School. Thank you all for being here with me today.
Thank you.
Now, I'm really looking forward to talking to you guys today. As I understand, you guys are doing a lot of cool stuff on the court as well as in the classroom. Mm-hmm. And we just really look forward to finding out what's going on with you guys.
Yes,
yeah, so tell me a little bit about you guys. Who's older?
I'm the older one.
So, yeah. Carolinda or Charleen?
I'm Carolinda. Yeah, sorry.
All right, so is there just a year difference between you two?
Yeah, I'm in 12th grade. I'm 17, and she's in 11th grade.
All right. And so, did you guys grow up in Springdale or go to any Springdale schools besides Don Tyson School of Innovation?
Yeah, we grew up and went to Turnbow, and then we played at Sonora for Sonic basketball. And yeah, when we went from there, we came to Springdale and played.
All right. Well, I was curious about who your guys' favorite players or teams are. Do you have anybody that you kind of watch?
I like to watch myself on Huddle sometimes.
Oh my gosh.
Or I like to watch Diana Taurasi. Shout out to you guys. To you, actually. And Steph Curry. He's the GOAT.
And I would say my favorite player is probably Giannis. Yeah, I like watching him.
So how is it that D2SI athletes can come to play for Springdale High School?
Yeah, so Don Tyson does not have a basketball program. And for that, we're thankful because that means that if they are enrolled in Don Tyson, then they can come and play for Springdale High School. They can be enrolled, there and live in our zone and play here, or they can live in another zone and play here because of the proximity rule. And so they have lived on the Springdale zone, went to Turnbow, like they said. They have a little brother there now.
Yeah.
Then they played for Sonora and Lakeside, and they have another brother that plays for Lakeside. Mm-hmm. And then they came here. But because Don Tyson doesn't have basketball, they come here for basketball every day.
Very cool. So why basketball? How did you guys get involved with the sport?
I think we were just interested. We saw like a poster. We went up to our dad and told us we wanted to play. Yeah, and that's how it started.
Did you start with like a school team or part of a league or
Sonic League? Yeah, we started with Sonic.
Yeah. And what was it about the sport that you guys liked and you thought, okay, I need to stick with this?
Well, probably because they were winning.
We lost all our games our first year.
Did you really?
Yeah. And then the second year we came back and won the championship.
Yeah. So there had to be something about that despite the fact that you were defeated, that you decided to come back for another year. Revenge? Can I go?
Well, I just like the competition.
Yeah, the competition.
Yeah, and they had great coaches. I think both of them would tell you. I think your second and third grade coach was still in contact with you today, right?
Yeah, she's come to a couple of our games.
Yeah, they come to some of the games and stuff. So their coaches were pretty instrumental in helping too, I think.
Yeah, that's really neat. So what positions do you guys play?
I play point guard.
Yeah, I play guard.
And what is it about those particular positions that you guys like? Why those?
I like to run the floor, control the floor, the team.
I like having the ball, being to control the ball.
How would you describe the girls as athletes?
Oh, they're phenomenal. Carolinda is the oldest, and both of them moved up in the 9th grade to play here. And so both of them did amazing things at Lakeside that had never been done before. And I just tell all the coaches, like, they're just winners. They took a program that had not won, and they come there, and all of a sudden, they're hanging banners. They come here. First couple years, we took our hardships. We were young, and then last year we won the most games in school history. It's never been done, and they continue to break records, wherever they go. And it's this really cool dynamic, between the sisters. And I'm so lucky that I've known them in the 2nd and 3rd grade. I was their Sonics coach for about 2 weeks. We couldn't find a coach, so I'm the Sonics coach, and found him a really good coach that was a friend of mine and her husband. And, the kids joked to the coach, when's the real coach coming back, and we've just bonded ever since then. I've just followed them. I've talked to them. I've had them to games. I've visited with their parents. I just really consider them family. And long after they're gone, I'm still going to be talking to them. They're going to get these annoying text messages from Coach Hunsucker and all the things. But I'm just really proud of their progress all the way through our schools. They excelled in the classroom. They excelled on the athletic court, both at Lakeside and here. And that's the best compliment I can give them. They're just winners.
How does that feel, hearing the coach describe you guys like that?
It's nice. Awesome.
Now, what about some of their stats on the court? What kind of achievements are they experiencing as athletes for the Bulldogs?
Yeah, well, like I said, I think the biggest stat is we were 23-8 last year, and we're trying to beat that this year. But both of them have achieved things like all conference honorable mention. Carolinda's been that twice, even though she tore ACL and missed. When you're talking about perseverance, she missed a whole season and came back off an ACL injury and just had a wonderful season last year. Charlene's been named All-State. She was selected in the top 5 players in our league. She was selected as a Northwest Arkansas Democrat Gazette first team player as a sophomore, which she was the only sophomore on the entire list. Everybody else was juniors and seniors. And there's more to come for both of them. There's this season, there is some more accolades that I expect for the whole team, but also for these two. Yeah.
So you guys are practicing routinely with the high school, but Coach said that you're really dedicated to honing your game and improving your game. So what kind of things are you guys up to kind of improve your skills and build upon what you're learning here at school?
We always stay after and shoot after practices. Like every day, we always just come out here. We shoot on the weekends. Sometimes we work out with our dad. Yeah.
Not sometimes.
Oh, a lot of the time. Most of the time.
So take her through, what is, after we get done, we call it up, you go in, talk to her about, what is your routine? What do you do? Be more specific with her.
Okay. Well, we set up the machine. We set up the machines that we just got.
Shooting machine.
And we'll shoot 50 or 100. We shoot 100, so that's 50 each. And so we'll do 100 threes, 100 jump shots, 100 one dribble pull-ups, 100 floaters, and then 100 kind of freestyle. And then we do 100 free throws after. Then we finish with a drill where we have to run up and down the court and do 10 threes to see how much we make after that. So that's how we finish them.
And about how long does all that take?
An hour, hour and a half.
And are you doing that daily?
Yeah, every day after practice.
And how many days do you guys practice?
5 days a week.
So that's a lot of dedication, you guys. Now, how are you balancing school with that practice schedule?
For me, I just try to do as much school as I can while I'm at school, and then whatever I can try to finish, I'll just come home and try to do it. I make sure I have a plan, make sure I have something set so I get all my work done.
Yeah, and how's school going?
It's going great. It's a lot. Yeah, it felt like last year I'm taking a lot of classes. I'm still taking a lot of college classes. I'm taking 2 APs. So that's a lot, but I'm trying to manage it.
And one of you guys is taking quite a bit of college too, right?
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah, it's me. I'm working towards my associates. My associate's degree of business. And so yeah, this will be my last year taking it, and then I'll have my associates by the time I graduate.
Are you doing that through the partnership that D2SI has with the Walton School of Business?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
That's really cool. I can't wait to see what happens from that. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, it's a lot, but I like it. Yeah.
All right. So Wendy, you're going to graduate this year then?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any idea what you might want to do following high school?
Something business related. I want to go to U of A and then try to get a job there, get some internships, and see what I can do from there.
What about you? Any plans for after high school?
Go to college and play ball.
How much do you think basketball is going to factor into your guys after high school, after college? Do you think it's something you're going to always want to play?
Heck yeah. I'll go to WNBA.
Yeah, and that's not above the reach for a Springdale athlete, right, Coach?
That's right. Dream big. And she definitely has the skill set, and she has the work ethic. And I want her to keep dreaming that way. I definitely do. And she can tell you she's been on some college visits lately. Matter of fact, she went this weekend. I should have mentioned that in what I talked to the girls about. We got a kid offered today. We had another kid on a visit. We had somebody winning a ring, and it's pretty amazing stuff. But Charleen is definitely a part of that. She just visited Pitt State this weekend.
And what did you think?
It was nice. A nice school, nice people, nice community.
Didn't you get to play with them a little bit?
Oh, yeah, I did scrimmage with them a little bit.
Get to scrimmage with a college team. Isn't that cool?
That is really cool. What was that experience like for you?
It was good competition. They play fast. It was nice. I still beat them, though.
Oh, my God.
I'm kidding.
They may be waiting for you when you come back. It maybe run a few laps when you get back talking about all right, so cool. All right, so what about following? Did you want to play basketball as well, you think, for a career, or did you have some plans after college that might not involve basketball?
Yeah, I think I have plans that might not involve it, but I still like basketball a lot. I see myself playing it like at a local gym or something. So yeah, I still like it a lot.
What do you think you might like to do as a career someday?
Not sure. I'm still figuring it out, but definitely something business related. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to try to involve her in, coaching too. She'd be a great coach. When I need these youth coaches and she's down the road, she's probably going to be getting a call.
That would be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun. What do you think about that opportunity to coach other students?
Yeah, that's nice. We already do that right now. We already try to train little kids. Like me and my dad and my siblings, we set up a program where we train little kids on Saturdays for free. So yeah, we already do that.
What's the name of the program?
It's Lee's Basketball Workshop.
And is it here in Springdale?
Yes.
Where would somebody go to find out more information about that?
You can just look at our Instagrams. My Instagram is _Carolinda Hudson. And so, yeah, we have it posted on there, and we'll have updates. We also have a Facebook page, I think. It's called Lee's Basketball Workshop, so yeah.
The link is in our Instagram account if you go look.
Yeah, it is.
So is it a free camp, or are there particular ages for the camp?
It's little girls right now from 2nd to 6th grade. And so, yeah, I think we're working on expanding to boys and just to see where we go from there.
Now we'll let them play.
Oh,
and now we might as well let them play. That's really neat. How do you guys feel spending that time with younger athletes? And I imagine you can kind of relate to being that young and playing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I see myself in them a lot, because we struggle with having to get gyms, trying to get open gyms and train outside of school practices. So it was nice being able to provide kids with that.
Yeah.
They relate really well to the kids. They do. They help us with our clinics as well, and they're really good with the kids and very knowledgeable. The kids love both of them, and so I'm honored that they're doing that. They do it at J.O. Kelly, and it's free, and it's for our kids. So we've got Springdale girls giving back to Springdale girls, and I think that's really neat.
I do too, and you're just role modeling for them and showing them what they have the capacity to do, not just as athletes, but for their community too. So thank you for doing that. We're all served by it. All right, so let's talk about the upcoming season. How do you guys feel about your upcoming season?
Feel great. I feel like we're going to go all out, take it all the way to the state championship and win it all.
Yeah, I agree. I'm really excited to finish off the season.
Now, your first game is November 14th. It may or may not have happened by the time this aired. Coach, what are your sights set on for the season?
Yeah, I'm the same as them. I really think I've coached 23 years. I've been at Fayetteville and coached some undefeated teams and teams that went to the state finals. This is probably one of the best teams I've ever coached as far as depth and work ethic and chemistry. Reminds me of a team that I was the assistant coach with when we won the state tournament. We have the pieces. We have the competitiveness. We have the will. For me right now, the biggest thing has been for them to focus on small details so that we can achieve the goal of winning the state title. State tournament hopefully is going to be held here. We have to get used to this arena too. What does it feel like on game day? With the scoreboards lit up and the music going and fans in here. So we have as many games as we can in here. because by March we need to be our very best. But as far as talent and chemistry and competitiveness and will, we've got it. We've got it. And this will be the best team that we field here at Springdale. I feel very strongly about that I've had in my time here. And that's saying a lot considering last year. Our schedule is harder. It is harder. We're really going to challenge the girls in the off season, but I think it'll pay off come March. It'll pay off the schedule that we're putting them through. But this is my leader, this is my other leader, and I'm in good hands with them leading the team. I don't have to do a whole lot. I've got senior leadership. Adriana runs the locker room, and we've got Kaya who's played with them forever, and these kids are just taking ownership of the team. And so I can sleep a whole lot better at not knowing that. And that's going to take us further than me doing everything. So really excited to have them leading this team. And I think the sky's the limit for this group.
Seems like you have a huge amount of confidence in the girls.
Oh,
How does it feel to hear your coach speak so highly of you?
It's great. Yeah, we trust her the same amount,
Even more.
I do have to ask, though, is there any healthy rivalries that exist between you two as sisters and teammates and basketball players?
When we were younger, for sure. Like, our dad would, train us, so we do one-on-ones, and one of us would always end up crying, but afterwards we would always make up. It would not be me. It would not be okay. But it doesn't happen as often, but yeah, it's funny thinking back at it.
It doesn't happen as often, which means there are still times tears shed, right? Just not as often. Okay. Yeah. All right. So is there anything to talk about that we haven't touched on that you guys really want to share today? Do you think is important to add to the conversation? No? All right. Well, I appreciate your being here, and I look forward to watching your season. If there's anything else happening with you guys, be sure to reach out and let us know, because we would love to talk to you more in the future. We can't wait to see what happens in the future for all of you. Thank you. Hi, I'm Mary Jordan. I'd like to welcome you to this session of Springdale Today. Today, we're at Bernice Young Elementary School with 4th grade teacher Amy Allen. Amy, thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to be talking to Amy, who is Arkansas's only finalist for the 2024 Presidential Award for Excellence in Mathematics and Science Teaching Awards for K-6 mathematics. It's a big mouthful.
Yes, it is.
Big mouthful for a big award, right?
Yes, thank you.
So congratulations on that. How long have you been teaching?
So this is my 11th year teaching. I interned a year for my master's program, and then I started in Siloam Springs, and I've been with the district for 9 years in Springdale. So this is my second year at Young.
Well, the award is the biggest award that a teacher can receive for education in this category in the United States. How did you feel becoming a finalist for such a prestigious award?
Honestly, I was a little shocked. I mean, obviously, I'm excited about it. It's a really big honor to receive even any kind of recognition. And so to be a finalist and then the only one, it was like affirming to me, because this is my career and my passion. And so it was just really nice to get that recognition for all of the hard work. So, yeah.
Now, is there anything particularly significant about the award for you personally?
Yeah, so I just think, as educators, we don't always get affirmed that we are doing, what we are meant to do. And so sometimes it's like, am I really supposed to be here? And it's hard sometimes. And so this was just affirmation for me as an educator that I am in the right place. I am seeing kids grow. And so it was just really nice to get that recognition. Yeah.
So what are you doing in your classroom to integrate mathematics in a way that stood out, that's maybe innovative and kind of caught the attention of those choosing finalists?
So that's a really hard question, because I know there's so many teachers in Springdale that are doing amazing things in their classroom, and I've had the privilege to have teachers come in my room and me go in theirs and see all the great things that they're doing. So to say that I'm unique is really hard for me. But I would say that I really push for my kids to be confident mathematicians, and really just try to incorporate that math vocabulary, because when we use it, they use it. And so they just really lead the way. So I let my kids share their strategies and tell us what they're doing and learn from each other, really. And so my job is just to facilitate questions and guide them to make those math connections. And so that's really just what I want to do, is build their confidence and make them problem solvers. Yeah.
You mentioned before we started talking about an exercise you were doing with your students today in class.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about that.
So I think it's really important to incorporate materials and manipulatives. Even I'm a 4th grade teacher, and I feel like sometimes people don't always use those things in the older grades. And so today we got out tiles, and we were making arrays, and we were doing multiplication, and we were decomposing numbers and writing equations to match. And so I just heard a lot of kids like, oh, and, oh, I get it. And like, oh, I can do that. And so just when they can see it and touch it and move it, it really helps them like make those connections once we go to the pen and paper.
So it's a lot more active learning. It's not them just memorize these procedures.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's definitely building their number sense and working on making those connections to different properties that we use in all of the math that we do. And so it just makes them see it, and then when they draw it on their paper, they make that connection. Oh, the tiles that we did. And so it just really helps to have a tactile manipulative for them.
And then how does this carry over into other areas of the classroom with teaching the students?
So in math, we really work on being problem solvers and persevering through things that are difficult. And we talk about the power of yet and have a growth mindset. And so it really helps with all subjects, because sometimes things are hard and we have to persevere, or we have to look back at what we know. We do a lot of STEM projects, and so kids have to collaborate and work together, and they have to be creative, and they have to use what they know. So, and we don't get it all the time, So this just kind of teaches them to persevere through their problems.
Well, how do you think this is going to impact them as they move on from your class and go forward in their STEM education in Springdale School?
I just hope that they can build confidence, honestly. I think like just exposing them to all different types of things will help them later on in STEM, which we do a lot here at Young to really incorporate STEM into our learning. And so I think just doing things in the classroom will really help them in the future, and they won't give up. They'll persevere and they'll stick with things, and they'll be able to make those connections to things that they've done in the early years.
Hey, wow. Great. So what have you experienced? So you're a finalist, and what has come as a part of that to date for you?
So I found out I was a finalist, and I then had to do an addendum to my application. So I had to add some more things. And then after that, I found out that I was the only finalist. And so we had a recognition ceremony. It was a virtual ceremony, and it's online. And we were invited, and we were on a Zoom meeting. And so we got to see all of the finalists in the whole country for math and science. And then we got to go into breakout rooms. And so I got to meet with other finalists from all over the country. That was really cool. And we just kind of discussed our experiences, and we can ask questions. So it's a really good networking experience just as a finalist. So I'm really excited for the future.
It sounds interesting. Now, in the event you do win this award, what would you anticipate happening next?
So if I did win, hopefully that's the case, then I would be invited to Washington, D.C. To receive my award. And there is a monetary value of $10,000 that would come to me if I won. That would be really exciting. And so, yeah, hopefully that happens. I'm not sure on the timeline of that. So I will keep in touch and let you know.
Have you considered, if you did win, what you might do with that monetary award?
So as educators, we all spend money on our classrooms every year. And so I would obviously want to put some money back into the classroom and extend my STEM and math practices. But also, I think my family gives up a lot and sacrifices for me to be a really great teacher. And so I think I would probably take us on a vacation, honestly, just so I can say thank you for all that they do for me and supporting me.
I hope that happens for you guys. I really do. Now, what's next for you professionally?
I mean, I really love being in the classroom and teaching. I would love to teach math all day, but I'm happy to teach all subjects as an elementary teacher. So I think in the future, I would love to be a math instructional facilitator, so like a math coach. And then I could go into other classrooms and model for them and co-teach with teachers. I just think I really have discovered in my time that I like to teach other people about teaching math. And so I think I would really love to do that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope that's exactly what you need to do. Is there anything we haven't talked about that you think is important to add to the conversation today?
I would say it's important to express my gratitude for my school and my class and all that they did to support me. Christy Schrager, she nominated me. She's the math specialist in the district for the elementary grades. And so I'm really thankful to her for nominating me and seeing that in me and pushing me to do this, because I'm not sure if I would have taken that opportunity on my own. So I'm really thankful to her, and lots of awardees in our district have really helped me through this process and just supported me. And so I'm really thankful to all of my colleagues for that.
Right. Well, I'm thankful for you sharing your story and talking to us a little bit today. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
You have a wonderful day, and we look forward to talking to you again in the future.
Springdale Today is a production of Springdale Public Schools Communication Office.
The podcast is hosted by Mary Jordan and is produced and edited by Micah DeLacy.
Be sure to subscribe to Springdale Today for free on your favorite podcast platform.
And don't forget to follow Springdale Today on social media for episode updates and behind-the-scenes conversations.
Thank you for listening. We hope you'll join us in the future
as we continue to learn about the amazing stories happening in Springdale today.